What's up, guys? Happy 4th of July. It's Jonathan with One Big Impact. So I'm trying to get my paper here. I have a video today for you to stay on track for 4th of July while following Atkins. Or basically just any kind of event. But a lot of people are going to be specifically going to barbecues today. So I have some things, some tips, tricks, different things that I want to cover that you can use on this awesome holiday. So, first of all, the first thing that I wanted to cover is I'm going to run through about 5 or 10 different things, and then I will go into some mock-up meals with carb and calorie counts. So, the first thing is watch your portions, okay? Keto, Atkins, paleo, any of those, any diet or lifestyle change or anything in the planet does not say you can literally eat as much as you want. That is probably the number one rule. Just because you're low carb does not mean you can eat 57 hamburger patties, okay? Let's do the math. Not that you're going to eat 57 hamburger patties, right? Let's do that's a 2. 57 times 310 equals, that would be 12,000 calories. Okay? Furthermore, to be less extreme, if you were to do 310 calories for a 5-ounce hamburger patty times, let's say you ate six hamburger patties, which, to be honest, that's pretty realistic as far as like what I used to do. You can just mow through them like you're not even paying attention. Let's do 6. 1,860 calories. Can you see that? That is probably more than your entire day's worth of food. Okay? Watch your portions. That is extremely important and probably one of the most pivotal things today going into this holiday. The next thing is pick lean options. If you can, try to avoid the hamburgers. Try to go for fish. Try to go for chicken. And the reason I say that is because, for instance, chicken versus fish, 6 ounces of chicken more than 5 ounces of hamburger meat is actually less. So you're going to get more bang for your buck. As far as like 6 ounces of chicken is going to be 260 calories. 5 ounces of hamburger is going to be 310. Sounds like a win-win to me. And personally, I think chicken is great. I'm not saying you can't have freaking hamburger, okay? It's 4th of July. No, it's the American thing, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Eat the hamburger. Go for it. That's fine. But if you can, pick leaner options if you struggle with staying full, because you'll actually get a little bit more food out of it. The next thing is remember that I would say stay around 6 ounces of chicken. What you can do, not to be awkward, but what you can do before you leave, a good general rule of thumb is about the size of your hand. Okay, some people say the palm, but I've measured it time and time again. It looks like it's about the size of your hand. Just a regular sized piece of chicken breast. Not a huge one, not a super tiny one, but a normal one with a good thickness or whatever is going to be about 6 ounces. You can go all the way up to 9 ounces, but I wouldn't eat much more than what is about the size of your hand. I would just be real careful with that. And now, as far as the hamburger patty probably is about here as far as size or whatever. And if you have big hands, I would stick with here for the chicken as well, in the palm of your hand. But that's just a good general rule of thumb. 5 to 6 ounce patty is probably going to be about that thick. You don't want this monster hamburger, these monster steaks or anything like that. Please remember that this massively adds up quickly. If you sit back and look, and this is not to be seen as a mean thing, but if you sit back and look and watch how people are eating, some people can eat, mounds and mounds of food and not gain weight. But if you look back and you see what people are eating and the amounts that they're eating in direct correlation with what size of a person they are, it is very obvious that they could be overeating or we could be overeating or whatever. So keep that in mind. The next thing is pick mustard, or if you have to, pick mayonnaise. Neither of those have carbohydrates. Well, they have a very small, minute amount of carbohydrates in mustard. It's like 0.5 per teaspoon. I don't see anybody going crazy with the mustard. I mean, if you do, you're just crazy and whatever. But mustard and mayo, good healthy fat for mayo, nice little bit of flavor for mustard. Another thing is drink your damn water to stay full. Okay, so if you find yourself after a meal still hungry, it's probably all a mental game. You're probably only hungry because everybody else is still eating, everybody's drinking, everybody's doing this, whatever that. Okay, so if that happens, grab a bottle of water. Okay, side note, because I know there's some of you that are going to drink alcohol no matter what. Vodka and club soda, Michelob Ultra is 2.6 grams of carbs net per beer. Another thing is like Jack and Coke Zero, rum and Coke Zero. But remember, your body's going to usually stall because of the alcohol. And it'll be like 24 to 48 hours until it starts revving up and burning fat again. Now, I'm not here. You're an adult. You know what I mean? Like, you're an adult. So if you want to do that, I would pick the lower carb options just to stay in check. Don't do it every day. Don't say, yeah, I can go home. John said I could get a Jack and Coke every day. I did not say that. But I'm saying if this is your day where you've picked something like that, pick those better options. Excuse me. Now, the next thing is if you buckle, a lot of us do, you know, you get in those situations or whatever, and a lot of us just straight up fall apart as far as our food is concerned and stuff like that. If you fall apart, please focus on, I don't want to say, if you purge or binge eat or overeat, focus on trying to overeat with vegetables rather than meats and stuff like that. And even I would prefer you eat vegetables, but if you had to, maybe like cheeses or healthy fats and stuff like that, because they'll keep you fuller longer. Now, the reason I say that is because you're going to, if you have a hamburger patty, you could eat, let's do this real quick, 40 times 2 equals. If you ate 40 cups, nobody's going to do this, 40 cups of lettuce, it's literally 80 calories. So, or 80 carbs. No, I'm doing the math wrong. Hold on. 40 times 5 equals. 40 times 5 is 200 calories. Okay? 5 calories in each 2 cups of lettuce. Like, come on. But if you overeat and you eat 5 more, just 5, not 40, 5 times 310 equals, you're going to get 1,550 extra calories if you ate 5 extra hamburgers. You're probably thinking, what? Who eats 5 extra hamburgers? Count them. If you overeat, count them. I guarantee it's 5. Minimum, okay? Don't eat cake. Don't eat nothing bad. Don't eat nothing full of sugar. I'm not giving you the go-ahead on that, all right? But if you overeat and you buckle, please make sure you focus on vegetables and healthy fats because they will make you feel fuller. Plus, if you get lots of lettuce in you and stuff and lots of green vegetables, you'll be able to faster and to get it out. The next thing is after you eat, okay, this is the last tip. After you eat, make sure you set an alarm. Set an alarm on your cell phone or something like that. You can set it on vibrate. It doesn't have to be obvious. You don't have to be like, oh, that's my food alarm. No, just set your alarm for 2-3 hours so that you know once that alarm goes off, it's okay to go ahead and eat something like again. Okay, so that way you're not continuing to eat and eat and eat and eat, because you could stay full, but your body needs to process your stuff. You're trying to kickstart your metabolism, but if you're continuously overworking your digestive system, your body's not going to be able to keep up. If you're eating every 15 minutes, it takes 2 hours to digest. So what's happening? That food is getting just spilled over into your excess fat stores. So don't do that. The next thing, actually, these are kind of like off the keister um, tips as far as like things that I do or don't want you to do. So if people approach you and you're full and you've eaten too much, just say no, thank you. And if they ask, say, I just ate. Chances are it's a family function. They have no clue if you just ate. Like, they don't know. They're going to pretend, oh, yeah. Like, it's just blow it off. You know what I mean? Like, don't get involved in something that you don't want to. Next thing is, don't say you're on a diet, because then people are going to either argue with you, throw food down your throat, tell you what you're doing is unsafe, or anything like that. And by all means, do not mention you're on Atkins, because first of all, you're going to get a Atkins professional right in front of you that can tell you everything you're doing wrong or doing right, and it's going to be stressful. It's going to be all kinds of things. If you're a very educated person in the subject, by all means, feel free to argue your point. That's fine. It's okay to stand up for what you know is right. But remember, it can be a hostile situation if you don't be careful. So keep that in mind. Or you can call me and I can argue with you or with them for you, because I'm pretty good at arguing. Next thing, I have count them, two mock-up meals for you guys. I'm sorry this is such a long video, but I felt it was necessary to be able to discuss this, because it is a huge day for all of us in the United States as far as going to barbecues and stuff. I will not be participating in any barbecues because I don't have no friends. I want to go to a barbecue. I don't really want to go to a barbecue. Although I think my gym might be closed and I'm going to be pissed about that. I saw a sign, but I don't know what the hell it said yesterday. Anyways, first one. Okay, write this down. These are 2 free meal ideas. All right, they're not super intricate or anything like that, but I will have. I got to do the math real quick. Get your pen and paper. Give me a second here. Come on. Get your pen and paper. Keep this in your pocket. Put it on a little corner of a page like this. Go like this. Cut your little. You got a little square there. You see the little square? Cool. Cut it out. That's me cutting it out. See? That's my scissors. Cut it out. Write it on this little piece of paper, okay? Let me do the math here. I forgot the math on the second one. Plus. Okay. See, significantly lower on the second one. I'll explain that in just a second. 35.5. Okay, I'm going to give you the calories and the net carbohydrates. We're not worried about fat content, macros, micros, whatever. Micro machines, any of that. Okay, get your little paper. Ready? And go. First is going to be a meat version as far as like hamburger meat. Okay, this is going to be like your hamburger patty or something like that. Or your hamburger. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. First of all, 1 Roma tomato. If I say 1 Roma tomato, it means 1 Roma tomato, or approximately half of a regular large tomato. Means you could throw 1 slice on the thing, and then get a couple other slices, throw some salt on them. You're good to go. 1 5 to 6 ounce hamburger patty, 1 tablespoon of mayo, 1 teaspoon of mustard, wrapped in lettuce. You could put like 2 or 3 nice heavy wraps of lettuce in there to wrap it. And then in addition to that, and this is going to be a substantially large meal, 1 small side salad. I'd shoot for like a cup. And if you just grab if you grabbed this cup per se, it would be about half of that. So if you wanted to eyeball it, it would be, a little handful of salad, a good handful of salad. 1 tablespoon of ranch, 1 crumbled piece of bacon, if you happen to have bacon laying around. But if you don't, you could bring some crumbled bacon with you. And I would say as a special treat, 1 glacier ice drink so you can have something as a flavor. These are, if you don't know about these are 0 calories, 0 carb, 0 everything. I wouldn't go too crazy because they do probably have artificial sweeteners. Let's see. They've got to, actually, because it's sweet. General rule of thumb, if something is sweet, it's got something in there that is they're hiding it in some kind of, yeah, sucralose, some kind of shenanigans. The total carb count on that is 7.0, so it's going to be substantially high. Not super high. That could be count as a lunch or something like that. I have some on mine as high as like 6 for a meal, and then 613 calories. The second one is going to be a little bit leaner of an option. This, if you're not super hungry or if you just want to go leaner, which I fully recommend. It'll be 1 6-ounce piece of grilled chicken breast, 1 cup of broccoli, cooked. Yes, it matters. 1 ounce of cheese, whatever cheese you want, and 1 cup of cooked yellow squash, which I might add is freaking amazing. Okay. Calorie count on that one is 427 calories, and carbohydrate net count is 5.5. Okay. So I hope that information helps you guys. I want you guys to stay on track today. Remember, it can test us, test our strength, test our ability to stay on track, test our ability to be able to control our portions, control our eating, and stay on track with our healthy lifestyle. It's a change. It takes time. And I'm doing this video to hopefully give you tips on how to get through today. I love you guys. Happy 4th of July. Thank you all for all the support. Hashtag be stronger than your excuses. Hashtag spread love, not hate, and have a beautiful day. Get active. Also, another tip is while you see the kids running around the track or running around the yard today, chase them around, have fun, squirt them with the hose. What the hell? You guys have a good day. Peace.